It wouldn't look this good if we didn't use wood. This entire project is based on using wood in the right order, the right materials, and the right techniques. So let me show you a few tips and tricks for doing it yourself or working with a contractor. Check this out. The first two tools I use when I'm trimming a door are my tri-square or combination square and a sharp pencil. Because one of the most important measurements, to me anyway, is what's called the reveal. No trim goes right up to the edge of the jamb. So I get a reveal, 3/16, a quarter is what's common. I don't like to go much past 3/16, it just seems too big. But what's also important about this is it becomes a critical layout control point. I'll show you up here. It helps you get your molding straight, and if you're mitering, which I'm not, it also helps you get your miter joint and keep it tight. So the point I'm talking about is right here, where this line and this line intersect, because that's a big measuring point, so a place I measure to and from, and it's a big fastening point. That's where I start to fasten this whole thing to keep everything simpatico. Then I'm going to take this, and I want to go like this, and just take this down. A lot of times, people will measure this, and there's just no point. I learned a long time ago that really good carpenters actually do stuff like this. They don't actually measure a million different places. They get one measurement and then they mark. So I find, plus it's faster. So I'll take this all around, and then I'm going to show you a couple other things that are going on here. Okay, I got my layout lines. Let's go down here to the bottom of the jamb leg. So that's a jamb leg, that's a jamb leg, and all the way up here, that's the head jamb. So that's a vocabulary. You can see here that I didn't take the jamb leg to the floor. That's because I laid it out such that I can run my tile underneath it without cutting the jamb leg later. So I'm going to run my trim, my door casing, to the same place. This is a little bit like herding cats. So now I know I've got an accurate and dependable mark here. I can measure to it. It's 81 and 3/16. So I'm going to go cut my first jamb leg. That's over here. 81 and 3/16. And 3/16. That's right. Get rid of that. Get my nailer. That has nails in it. Install this. This is my good side here. So what I do when I start to install is this is the control point for everything. So I line these two up and I just get a nail into the jamb. And then one into the stud. I can get another one here. This is looking straight. I'm going to wait to nail down here because you can even see right here. This always happens. Something's going on here. Either this curved or this curved. So if you don't nail it all at once, you can squeeze that over. But what I'm going to do first is get this. Because it's these joints up here that tell the story of the door. So next is this piece. I'll measure that right now. Let me get my ladder. Unless you're tall, measuring this kind of stuff from the floor, it's easy to get a little bit off, 16th and 8th, if you're not looking right at it. Fortunately, this is 81 and 3/16 too. So in order to keep your measurements accurate, you measure the same way, or at least I try to. 81 and 3/16. 81 and 3/16. Okay. Whoops. Then we repeat, we do the same thing that we did before. My trim sample's in the way. That's a mock-up for the chair rail we're going to do. We're going to make that. Put that over there. Okay, so I'll line up my marks again. Get so I can see them. Tack that together. Now I know my distance, and these aren't floating around. I'm not measuring to a line. I'm measuring to my actual head jam piece. So this is going to just be nice, clean, square to square butt joint, 39 and 3/16. So I'll cut that out of this. Sheltie 9 and 3/16. That's right. Boxes make the best trash bags. Then we come up here, and oh, that's lovely, lovely. So everything lines up here. So that means our reveal is the same all the way around. These joints are going to stay tight. So let me zing a few nails in here. And now I can work my way down each jam leg. See, it's happening here too. Something isn't perfectly straight. Imagine that in reality. But I know this is going to stay tight because I'm working on very short distances here. That looks good. That one missed. Here we go. So here it is. It's the same all the way down, and I love this. One more thing. You want to be careful of keeping the nailer as straight as possible so the nail doesn't shank through and blow out. You can fix it, but it's a pain. So thanks for watching, and subscribe to our YouTube channel and listen to our podcast and radio show, and watch us on Blab, and talk to us on Facebook, and email us, and do all that other stuff. Good luck.